Hello class. Today we'll be talking about scientific notation. Up here I put some information on the board. And the format for scientific notation is that the first digit of the number followed by a decimal point and then all the rest of the digits in the number times 10 to an appropriate power. I know that might sound confusing, but just let me explain. Also here, this is how to change regular or decimal notation to scientific notation. If the number is greater or equal to 1, then it's going to have a positive exponent. If the number is less than 1, then it's going to have a negative exponent. Let me explain over here. This 173, I would say that's greater than 1, so it's going to have a positive exponent. Now, I just write out the number 173. I need to write my runs that way. My assistant likes to write it a different way. Okay. So I write out the number 173, then I put the decimal point here. And I count how many spaces it took to get there. It took 1, 2. So I put it times 10. Since it took me 2 spaces to get there, it's to the second power. And that's how to write that number in scientific notation. Now let's move on to the next one. 12,038. Now do the same thing. Write 1, then put a period or a decimal point. Then write out the rest of the stuff because all of that is significant. Times 10 to we count how many spaces it took us to get to there. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is times 10 to the 4th power. That's how you write that number in scientific notation. Now here, this is a different story. All these leading zeros are not significant, if you remember from our video on significant figures. So we don't need any of this information. We just write out this 5, 3, 4, and we put the decimal point right here. Now we count how many spaces it took us to get there. It took us 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. But is that a positive or negative form? Well, since this number is less than 1, that is a negative form, according to our rules up there. And our final number is 0.0093. Those are not important, so let's just focus on the 93. 9.3 times 10 to the, let's count, 1, 2, 3, since this number is less than 1, it's to the negative 3 power. And that's how to convert from regular or decimal notation to scientific notation. Thank you for watching.